Applying for a loan can be a stressful time, so you want to be sure you understand what you are getting into before signing on the dotted line. It's a Financial Friday here on Good Day PA, and Mike Wilson is offering up wisdom for those seeking loans from a lender's perspective. He is here on behalf of Central Pennsylvania's credit unions. Thanks, Mike, for being with us.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
So starting the loan process, a lot of people first think about credit. So what should they know?
Yeah, that is probably the single most important decision and something to think about. So first thing is being familiar with your credit. And if you're not, that's really the first step. And just something free that people can do. Highly recommend, if you're not familiar with your credit score, to check out, there's some tools available. One that we recommend frequently is called Credit Karma. And you can go online or download an app. You can very quickly start an account, and it'll show you a dashboard of your entire credit history. So it'll give you an idea of what your scores look like from the major reporting bureaus, but also it gives you a comprehensive history. And sometimes people will do things like open up those store department cards for incentives. Yeah, well, if you did that 10, 15 years ago, paid it off and forgot about it, but it's still open. So these kinds of dashboards are very helpful for things like that.
So sometimes some surprises that you may not have known about or thought about.
Absolutely. And so just being aware and familiar with your particular situation so that you can maximize your score, that'll be extremely helpful before applying for an opportunity.
So credit kind of step one. What are other factors that are appealing to a lending officer?
Yeah. Responsibility, payment history, if you have an obligation, you want to make sure that you pay it on time. All of these things are factors that contribute to your credit score. And in addition to that, just being familiar with the credit score, that relationship with your financial institution, demonstrating on-time history, and just being prepared.
Okay, so you've made the decision, you want to get some more information. Is there someone you can talk to?
Absolutely. Highly recommend either chatting with someone at a branch at your financial institution or even a loan officer. And the idea behind that is before you go apply for a loan, a couple of factors. When you apply, your credit score, it's going to impact your credit score. So you also want to make sure you are being counseled and advised that you're applying for the right product and your likelihood for approval. And so that kind of conversation can prep you for your particular standing, getting some great advice on which route might be best for you. And then again, just what the obligation is going to look like going forward.
So then when you're applying, you're filling out the loan application, what advice do you have for people doing that?
Well, that's a great question. So anytime you're applying for a loan, you want to be prepared. And so having your updated financial documents, your tax returns, personal financial statements, these things are great. The more prepared you are, the faster your approval will be. And again, technology is great, and we can do some pretty remarkable things these days with immediate approvals, but even that is going to be reliant on having up-to-date information. It's not that your financial institution wants to be intrusive with all of these things. It's a matter of meeting regulations on the federal side, the state side, things along these lines. So being prepared will be extremely helpful. All
right. So where can our viewers go to find a credit union that's right for them?
To find a credit union that's right for you, just go to ibelong.org and you can research the credit union that may best meet your needs.
All right. Thank you, Mike Wilson, for being with us today. Stay with us. We'll be right back to talk about the first ever Capital Region Heart Health Seminar. You're watching Good Day PA on ABC 27.